I finally told my parent I was done being the backup child. I spent my whole life being the spare tire in my own family, the reliable one who was always expected to understand, to compromise, to step aside whenever my sibling wanted something because they were the special one, the talented one, the one with the bright future my parent worshipped like some kind of living idol, while I was treated like a supporting character meant to applaud from the sidelines. It started small when we were kids. If there was one slice of cake, it automatically went to them because you're the older one. You should let them have it. Or, you're the more patient one. You can wait. But those tiny sacrifices piled up until I realized my entire identity was built around being second place. Every achievement I had was instantly compared to theirs. Every hobby I picked up was dismissed as a phase while theirs were celebrated with full family support. Money poured into lessons and equipment, and praise while I got. That's nice, but don't distract them from their real goals. When we got older, it got even more blatant. They crashed a car my parent bought them, no consequences. I bought my own used car with money from working part-time and was told I was irresponsible for rushing into adulthood. They failed classes and suddenly the whole house rearranged itself to accommodate their study schedule while I got straight A's and was told, well, you've always been the responsible one. It all came to a head last month when my parent called and asked me for a favor, which I already knew was code for sacrifice something for your sibling, but I answered anyway out of habit. They explained that my sibling had racked up debt from a few bad decisions and needed money urgently to avoid ruining their life. And since I had been saving for a down payment on an apartment, I should lend it because family helps family. When I said no, my parent actually sounded confused, genuinely stunned, as if the idea of me refusing wasn't even within the realm of possibility. They tried guilt-tripping me, saying things like, you've always been so generous, and you know your sibling isn't as strong as you. And I finally snapped. I asked them why my siblings' mistakes were treated like delicate flowers that needed protecting while my boundaries were treated like inconveniences. Why love in our family seemed to be measured by how much I was willing to give up. They accused me of exaggerating, saying they loved us equally, and I laughed, genuinely laughed, because if this was equality, then I must have misunderstood the definition my whole life. I brought up moment after moment where I'd been overlooked, dismissed, or used as emotional and financial insurance, and instead of apologizing, my parent sighed and said, well, you've always been the stronger one, as if that was supposed to be comforting. That's when I realized they didn't actually respect me, they just relied on me. So I said, I'm done. If strength means being treated like a resource instead of a child, then I'm weak now. Find someone else to fix things. I ended the call and blocked them, something I never thought I'd do, but the silence afterward felt like breathing fresh air for the first time. A few days later, my sibling messaged me, furious that I had abandoned them, accusing me of being selfish for not sacrificing my future for theirs like I always had. I told them I hoped they figured things out, but I wasn't their safety net anymore. They called me cruel, and for the first time in my life I didn't care. I've started therapy to unpack the years of conditioning that convinced me love had to be earned through self-sacrifice, and for once I'm celebrating my own milestones without waiting for approval that was never coming. Maybe one day they'll see the damage they did. Maybe they won't, but I've decided I'd rather be alone and valued by myself than surrounded by people who only love me when I'm useful.